The Battle of Leuctra was fought on 6 July 3071 BC, between the Boeotians led by the Thebans, and the Spartans along with their allies amidst the post-Corinthian War conflict. The battle took place in the vicinity of Leuctra, a village in Boeotia, in the territory of Thespiae. Prior to this battle, the Spartans had an immense influence over the Greek peninsula, which Sparta had gained with its victory in the Peloponnesian War, a generation earlier over Athens and their allies. Then in years 395 to 387 BC, Sparta fought against Athens again. This time it was during the Corinthian War. Except of Athens, the Spartans were fighting also Corinth, Thebes, and the Persian Achaemenid Empire. Despite many adversaries, the Spartans were able to affirm Sparta's hegemonic position in the Greek political system. Thebes was the main loser of the war, as the Boeotian League was disbanded and their cities were garrisoned by Sparta. Peace didn't last long. War between Sparta and a resentful Thebes resumed in 378 BC. In 371 BC, the newly established democracy of Thebes had elected 4 Boeotarchs, the traditional title of the generals of the Boeotian League, and so proclaimed their intention of reconstituting the aforementioned league that Sparta had disbanded. When it came to swearing an oath to respect the treaty, Sparta swore on behalf of itself and its allies. When Epaminondas came forward, asking to swear on behalf of the whole Boeotian League, the Spartans refused, saying he could swear as the representative of Thebes or not at all. This Epaminondas refused. According to Xenophon in his book Hellenica, he wrote, "On these terms the Lacedaemonians took the oath for themselves and their allies, while the Athenians and their allies took the oath severally, city by city. The Thebans also signed their names among the cities which had sworn, but on the following day their ambassadors came in again and demanded that the writing be changed to read that the Boeotians instead of the Thebans had sworn. Agesilaus, however, replied that he would change no part of what they had sworn to and signed in the first place, but if they did not wish to be included in the treaty, he said that he would strike out their names if they so directed." In this, Sparta saw an opportunity to reassert its shaky authority in central Greece. Hence, the other Spartan king, Cleombrotus I, marched to war from Phocis. On July 6, both armies were standing at opposite sites looking on one another. From sources we know that Spartans and their helots in Perioikoi numbered around 11 to 12,000 men. All of them were hoplites except of 1,000 cavalry. Thebes had an army in size of 6 to 7,000 hoplites with 1,500 cavalry. The battle opened with the Spartans' mercenary peltasts attacking and driving back the Boeotian camp followers and others who were reluctant to fight. According to Xenophon, the Boeotian camp followers were trying to leave the field, as they did not intend to fight. This Spartan action drove them back into the Theban army, inadvertently making the Theban force stronger. There followed a cavalry engagement, in which the Thebans drove their enemies off the field. Initially, the Spartan infantry were sent into disarray when their retreating cavalry hopelessly disrupted Cleombrotus's attempt to outflank the Theban left column. At this point the Theban left hit the Spartan right with the sacred band of Thebes, led by Pelopidas at its head. The decisive engagement was then fought between the Theban and Spartan infantry. The infantry engaged, and the Thebans smashed the Spartan right wing. The Spartans' 12-deep formation on their right wing could not sustain the heavy impact of their opponent's 50-deep column. The Spartan right was hurled back with a loss of about 1,000 men, of whom 400 were some of Sparta's most experienced soldiers, including King Cleombrotus I. Seeing their right wing beaten, the rest of the Peloponnesians, who were essentially unwilling participants, retired and left the enemy in possession of the field. The battle is of great significance in Greek history. The losses in material strength and prestige sustained by the Spartans at Leuctra were key in depriving them forever of their supremacy in Greece. Therefore, the battle permanently altered the Greek balance of power, as Sparta was deprived of its former prominence and was reduced to a second-rate power among the Greek city-states. Theban supremacy in Greece was short-lived, as it was subsequently lost to the Macedonians, led by Philip II.